My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, welcome to all of you to the Holistic Wellness Program. Today, we are going to start the session now for next 1 hour. Friends, I have some issue on the video. I'll be switching on very shortly. So let's start the meditation, friends. Before starting the meditation, my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Ramarsi Patriji, and my great pranams to Author Babaji and all the Aston Masters, all the Pyramid Masters. Right. So, my dear masters, my dear friends, let's start the meditation. We'll be starting the meditation now for next 1 hour. In 1 hour, 45 minutes will be meditation. Deep meditation will be going through. And after that, 15-20 minutes will be the sharing of wisdom today. Yes. Let's all sit in the meditation. You all know how to practice the Anapanasati meditation. Sit straight, your back straight, comfortable. Cross the legs down underneath, cross the legs, fold the hands, clasp the hands, fingers into fingers, my dear friends. Clasp the hands, cross the legs, sit straight. You can take one glass of water, you can drink before starting the meditation. Around you, try to make it dark as much as possible. Cross the legs, cross the hands, sit straight, and then finally close the eyes, my dear friends. All of you, gently close the eyes. Gently close the eyes. Slowly, gently, smoothly close the eyes, everybody. And start observing your natural breath, natural flow of breath, natural, tranquil, smooth, generic, peaceful, harmonious breath. Go on, observe the natural flow of the breath. Do not think anything, do not make any thoughts, do not generate any thoughts. Go on, observe the breath. When you observe the breath, the first law of meditation, when you observe the breath, your mind becomes empty. Your thoughts become empty. Thoughts go on reduce. That's the first law of meditation. The second law of meditation says, when the thought becomes empty, the mind becomes empty, you receive huge amount of cosmic energy. Is sufficient amount of cosmic energy through the Brahmarandra, through the Sahasrara Chakra. The second law of meditation. The third law of meditation says that when you receive the cosmic energy, sufficient amount of cosmic energy into your energy body, that's going to cleanse your etheric body, all the blockages, all the previous life blockages, all the karmas, all the bad karmas are stored well within the energy body. We all know that. We have to cleanse in this life or next life, any one life. Without cleansing them, we don't get moksha, we don't get mukti. We don't get self-realization, my dear masters. It is highly impossible. There is no other mechanism to get moksha or mukti. Why do we need to get moksha or mukti? We take several lives, so many births on this planet or any other planet in this universe. We go on to the same works again and again. It's something like this. A student pass out 10th class, again coming back and sitting in the same 10th class. He's not promoting. He's not going to the next standard. Simply is repeating the same class again and again. In every class, of course, there are different experiences, what you gain. Your soul will enrich. For soul, every experience is a great thing. It's going to enrich the quality of the soul. It can be bad experience or good experience or miracle experience. It doesn't matter. It's going to enrich the quality of the soul. For the soul, every experience is similar and same effect. It won't have any bad effect on the soul. Soul never be depressed. only our mind gets depressed or getting into the anxiety, like that. So go on, observe the breath, my dear friends. Just keep observing the breath. Be a witness to your breath. Do not think anything. Don't make any thoughts. We go to the deep meditation state, my dear friends. We have to come out of this cycle of birth and deaths, my dear friends, without which of no use. Having taken hundreds of births, there won't be any use if you don't utilize every birth in a with a great amount of awareness, basically. You need to spend every life with the greatest amount of awareness. Every birth is a great opportunity for us, for the soul to enrich, my dear friends. Be with your natural breath. Don't entertain any thoughts. Do not entertain any thoughts, whatever the thought it may be. How much or important it may be, do not entertain any thought. Be with your natural breath. Go on, observe the natural breath. Be a grand observer for your breath. That's all. Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breathing. Apana means out breathing. Sati means be with them. I'll be switching on the mild music. Be with your breath. Keep listening to the music and then go into the deep meditation, my dear friends.
Namaste. Dreaming
Final 1 minute. Friends, last 1 minute. Be with your breath. Natural breath. Not open the eyes. Last 1 minute. 30 seconds, final 30 seconds, my dear friends. Last 10 seconds, final 10 seconds, my dear friends. Do not open the eyes. Be with your breath. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Final 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your both hands on your eyes for 5 more seconds. Gently touch the eyes. Not with pressure. Gently touch your eyes, both eyes. Keep for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes. Slowly take away your hand spreads. Friends, please come back. You can switch on your lights and switch on your videos. Please come back slowly. Yes. Right. My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Today, our spiritual wisdom. We are going to share the spiritual wisdom about 12 laws of universe, which is guiding the entire universe. So, which is governing our entire life, physical life, spiritual life, mental life. So friends, in this universe, these 12 prominent laws, they are called universal laws, which govern our day-to-day life, right? Every minute. So the life what we are leading in this physical planet. So that is governed by these 12 most influenceable, most useful, very important laws. These are universal laws, my dear friends. So now let's know one by one. Let's understand one by one. What do you need to understand? Basically, when you understand these laws, so we try to mend our life. We try to bring a lot of amendments in our life and bring a lot of changes within our life so that we'll be able to lead the happiest life and blissful life on this earth planet. Without understanding these, we try to ignore and we try to so lead the life with a lot of ignorance, basically Agnihotra. So that means lack of wisdom. So you will never be able to gain the wisdom, basically. So when you are not able to gain the wisdom, proper wisdom, spiritual wisdom, you will not be able to lead your life successfully, also joyfully, my dear friends. Every one of us, we need to be joyful. We want to be joyful. We want to be healthy in this universe, right? On this earth planet. So every human being is aspiring to be healthy, to be happy, or stay healthy, stay happy, or stay joyful. So that is the purpose of life. We all take the life and come here on the earth planet. There is no other purpose of life, my dear friends. So of course, as a physical life, everybody will be doing some or other work on this earth planet. Physical life, that's physical life. Everybody is busy in their own life. So having assigned by some task and you have some work at your hand. So you will be trying to dispose that, trying to discharge your duties towards that. So that's a physical life, of course. You will be doing in this life one task, the next life some other task. So the task will be continuously varying. So no task will be permanent, my dear friends. No role will be permanent. The role what is given to you. So I explained in the previous class also. The Shakespeare says, all the world is a stage. We are all mere actors. We instruct and few, we do our part and depart. It means every one of us have got some role to play on this earth planet. We play it, we do our part, and then we have to depart. There is no question of staying over here. There is no, so always there is the existence of impermanency. There is no question of permanency, right? So having understood that, so what we need to do is, we, of course, what are these laws are going to explain us how these laws going to guide us in our life, day-to-day life, in a more profitable way, more useful way, and especially more like in a blissful life, for leading us to blissful life, right? So that's what we understand. We try to understand one by one. So what are these, first of all, what are these 12 universal laws? I'll try to read out for you. After that, one by one. So briefly, we try to explain. We can't explain very detailedly because it may take a lot of time. So at least a brief note of, brief description of each and every law I will try to explain today. So the first law is the 12 laws. I'll try to read out first. Then we'll go on describe each and every law. First law, law of divine oneness. Law of oneness. Next is law of vibration. Otherwise, law of action. Law of correspondence. Law of cause and effect. That is, law of cause and effect is also called karma siddhanta. Now, then sixth one is law of attraction. Seventh one, law of compensation. The seventh one is law of compensation. Eighth one is law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Friends. So ninth one is law of relativity. 10th one is law of polarity. 11th one, law of gender. 12th is law of rhythm. So these are the 12 universal laws, friends. So these will be guiding our life in day to day. So on this physical planet. Now let's understand one by one. What are these laws? How do we understand them? And how do we, by understanding each and every law, what are the changes we can bring in our life so that we'll be able to lead our joyful life and healthy life on this earth planet, right? The number one, law of divine oneness. It means what it says is, I explained in the previous class also, my dear friends. All we are originated from the single source. For all of us, the source is one, right? That's called law of oneness, friends. The law of divine oneness or law of oneness, both are one and the same. What it says is, for all of us, for the birth, especially for the reason for our birth, and all the human beings, especially on this earth planet, the source for their birth or the reason or a source for the origination of their birth is only one, that is soul consciousness, isn't it? Or you can say creator or almighty, you can say, or God. So the creator has created the entire, all the human beings on this earth planet. Not only this, not only human beings, the entire, you can say entire universe. The universe, what you are seeing, cosmos. I can also say cosmos. The entire cosmos is created by, you can say, almighty or a creator, or a supreme intelligence, or you can say paripurnatma, purnatma. We can call it different names, but source is same, single source. So every human being is originated or generated or taken the birth from the supreme creator. So that is the meaning of this law of divine oneness. So when you understand this, friends, what happens now? You understand that the equality, there is no disparity, there is no between one to other person or one living being to other living being. So is there any difference now? Because we are all originated from single source. We can call it like this also. Jesus Christ always says, so I am the son of the God. I am the son of the God. I and my father are one. I and you are one. So this is the statement given by Jesus Christ. What does it mean? I am the son of the God. I am the son of the Father. That means my Father, my supreme intelligence, my creator, my almighty is there. I am the son of that God. I am the son of that Father. I and my Father are one. There is no difference. Whatever is there in the supreme creator, same everything is there within me also. The same amshatma, the same soul consciousness is there very much within me. So I and he are same. I and you are also same. You and me also same, right? I and everything around me also same. So likewise, friends. So that's what we say. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi Sveta Ketu, Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma. So all these things we'll be using many of the statements. Friends, this is law of divine oneness. So try to understand. So the source is same for everybody. That is called oneness, the divine oneness. We don't need to, we don't need to develop any kind of any other the negative qualities one of another. Like no need to blame other, no need to complain another, no need to cheat other, no need to be jealous about other people, No need to get angry at other people. There's nothing like that. There's nothing that sort of thing will be allowed in this universe, my dear friends. In the physical universe, we don't need to do all that, right? The reason is we're all one and the same. We need to remember always that we are all one and the same. The law of oneness. Now the second law of vibration, friends. So what is law of vibration says? So in this universe, in this physical universe, what we can see is everything is a vibration, friends. Whatever my thought, my deeds, my words, whatever my words also got power. So the moment I talk, this vibration, this sound vibrations travel in the air, right? It reaches all of you. It is going to influence you. It means what? It has got some energy, and also it has got some frequency. It means it is energy and frequency. It's energy and frequency at the same time. This is called vibration, right? The same way, my thoughts. You think that my thoughts doesn't do anything. No. Whatever the thought you have, whatever the thought you are releasing out of you, it has got some energy and vibration. That means it has got some energy and frequency. It is going to work somewhere. It's going to definitely work somewhere. So that is why whatever is happening in this world, whether you are seeing it or not able to see, whether it is visible with the naked eyes or you are not able to see with the naked eyes. It may be with the bare eyes, you may not be able to, not able to see everything. For example, mobile waves will be coming, right? Mobile waves. So all these mobile waves, you can't see it. But do you say that it is not existing? No, it is existing because it is going to work. Ultimately, I'm able to speak to you now. So through my mobile or whatever the connectivity I have, right? So the internet, especially internet, is seamless connectivity. But it is working so perfectly. It's giving end result, my dear friends. That's how you'll be able to understand these vibrations are going to work in a totally enormously or tremendously they are going to work. So be cautious. Whatever you are thinking, whatever you are doing, whatever you are speaking, be so aware of it. Be very cautious in doing all these three things. So manasa, vacha, karmana, trikarana, suddhi we needed. That is why law of vibration is going to work all the time, everywhere, every minute is going to work in this universe, my dear friends. Now, law of correspondence. What is law of correspondence says? Friends, this law of correspondence says universe is continuously delivering to you the same lesson until you learn it. See, this is how we need to understand here. So what will happen is the universe, so what it does is, so you're trying to learn, right? But if you don't learn the lesson, if you don't learn the lesson properly, it's going to repeat again and again. For example, you are trying to learn about patience. You're trying to learn about, let's say, anger management. If you're not able to if you're not able to understand and if you're not able to learn properly, what happened? The situations with respect to that which will be taken, which will be coming forward in front of you all the time, which will be brought forward. So it will be brought and then kept in front of you so that you have to face all the situations again and again. That is why this law of correspondence we need to understand properly until we learn the lessons. Until we learn the lessons, the universe will be continuously trying to deliver, and these patterns will be repeated, my dear friends, in a small scale or a grand scale. It will be keep repeating. So that means what? We need to learn the lesson and we should learn whatever we learn, right? We should learn perfectly and we should come out of that. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to pay the price every time, right? That is why the universe will be always corresponding to you. It will try to correspond to you such a way that until you learn the lesson, it will keep repeating the situations in your life at every instant, at every possible situation. It will try to repeat. So be careful about learning properly. You learn properly, and then once you learn, you grow further. If you don't learn, what happened? You can't grow further, isn't it? So that is the reason. Always so be in the process of learning properly, not to repeat the mistakes. Whatever the mistake. For example, you have done some mistake. You know that is a mistake, isn't it? Now, so next time, what we have to do? Do not repeat the mistake. Learn from the mistakes. Do not repeat it. Then what will happen? You will grow further. So once you complete your lesson, the universe will not correspond to you the same situation. It may bring some other situations, right? But every situation is going to uplift you. So with respect to soul consciousness, soul qualities, my dear friends, with respect to soul qualities, in every experience brings you some kind of a growth for your soul. It's not going to be bad. Okay, it's a bad experience or good experience, whatever it may be, it's going to uplift you. Always remember this. Never think that, one experience come in my life, it has, really spoiled me, and, it has not given me proper, the satisfaction or happiness, all this. You feel that. You feel that with respect to mind, your mind, manomaya kosha. With respect to your conscious mind, you are thinking that. But with respect to the soul, if you see, look at the perspective of soul. The soul's perspective, my dear friends, it is going to be a beautiful experience. For a soul, there is no question of regression. I told many times in the many classes, right? There is no question of regression. For every experience, what it gains, it's a failure, it's a success, or it's a damn failure, it's a great loss, whatever it may be. So it takes an experience, it learn from it, and then it grow further. Okay, so that's what we need to understand. This is wonderful, the law of correspondence, what we understood. Now, law of attraction, friends. So what does the law of attraction says, friends? So like attracts likes. That means, so the similar thoughts will attract the similar situation. So that's what we, many times in the thought power concept, we discuss about this concept, isn't it? So whatever thoughts we are running through in our mind, that same situation is going to attract, because you are generating some thoughts into the universe. So it has got some frequency and some vibration. There's also vibration. Almost it is connected to, again, law of vibration. Looks like, more or less it is connected, intrinsically it's connected. But so friends, this law of attraction is going to bring situations or the results or the instances or the whatever it may be in your life. Basically, basing on your own thoughts. What are the kind of thoughts you are generating? Whether they are negative thoughts, positive thoughts, or miraculous thoughts, right? So that is why the law of attraction is like attracts like. That means negative thoughts will attract negative situations. Positive thoughts will attract positive situations in your life. You should not blame anybody. The reason is, we are responsible for our own reality. That means always we create our own reality. This we need to understand very carefully, friends. It means we create our own reality. That is the fact. As you sow, so you reap, isn't it? So we need to understand that. As is mind, so is the life. How is your mind? According to your life, right? So yata mati tata gati, yad bhavam tad bhavati. So right. So likewise, if you understand, this law of attraction is very, very important. Be very careful and cautious. Be aware of what kind of thoughts you are making it. If at all negative thoughts, cut off. Don't interfere with the negative thoughts. Just switch off and then see, go out of the negative thought. Try to remind yourself some positive situation, the positive aspect of your life. Whenever you are hit with the negative thoughts, right? Thoughts will be coming from outside also, friends. Somebody else will be sending thoughts to you. Suppose if somebody is making a negative thought, he's sending negative energy to you, isn't it? It enters inside. So it enters within your aura, it's going to disturb you, in fact. So that negativity you feel definitely about that person, about the situation or something, whatever it may be. So you definitely feel that sensation will come, that vibration will come within your aura. You will detect it, no doubt of that. So at that point of time, what you have to do, you just remind yourself the positive incident happened in your life, the positive notes or positive aspects of your own life. You try to remind yourself, then the negative energy will be wiped out. Then that will be replaced by positive energy, friends. So all this you must do it in your day-to-day life, my dear friends. Now, the fifth one is law of inspired action. Friend, this law of inspired action is something very interesting to understand. Let me tell you, law of attraction, many people says, I am using law of attraction, but my things are not happening. I'm not, see, for example, I'm giving positive thoughts to the universe maybe for a success, for a good money, or for good job, good career, or good rank in the examination, whatever it may be, right? You are doing it, but you're not getting the results. So that is where we need to connect this law, the law of inspired action. Friends, many times what happen, this law of attraction, law of vibration, all this, this will be implementing in your life. But are you taking any steps? It's called inspired action. That means, so have you taken any steps or a particular to achieve these goals? Have you tried to implement any steps in your life in order to achieve that particular, whatever law of attraction, you release the thought, right? You try to manifest now. You want to manifest that in your life, real life, you must take some steps. You must take some actions. Going forward, you must put some actions in the implementation, or you must put some steps forward. then only that means you should initiate. For example, I want to achieve the good rank in the examination. So what should I do? Of course, my thought power is great. I'm giving the only positive thought or miraculous thought. I will definitely pass the examination with exact this many marks I'll get. Fine. That is fine. So as a part of law of attraction. But what did you do? Have you studied the particular subject? Have you gone through in detail every chapter, every paragraph, every mathematics? Have you tried to do that? Have you spent enough time for that? So did you initiate any steps towards that? Otherwise, you will fail. That's where no people what they say law of attraction fail. It didn't work in my life. You try to complain that, but it's not correct because you never taken the proper steps for it. That is why you didn't receive the results of law of attraction. This is called law of inspired action, my dear friends. So try to implement this. Now, law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This is the sixth law, friends. So the law of the transmutation of energy means, friends, whatever the energy which in the universe, it will be always fluctuating, changing from one form to other. Most of the times, you don't see these changes because they are happening at a cellular level. Friends, most of the times you try to observe within your own life also. Everything will be keep changing. Nothing is permanent. Everything is constantly changing. In fact, in our physical body itself, for 1 second, every second, 1024 cells will, the new cells will be replaced. You know that? This is a fact. We have 128 trillion cells within our physical body. The total number of cells. They are called the physical cells. What are the cells we have? Right? So in this 1024 cells, every second it will be keep replaced. You can imagine our body itself is perpetuating. So there is no permanency, there is no constant difference. So that's how, let me tell you, without you knowing it, within your system itself, that's what I told now. Cellular level, this much change is happening that you don't know at all. You looks like a single same physical body on the upper side, surface. But without knowing you, the inside, it is keep changing all the time. Similarly, in our life also, every situation we keep changing. Always try to understand. So that means the energy, right? So let's have, we have good amount of energy. What we do? We use that energy, we make some thought, then we achieve something, isn't it? So that means that energy is perpetuated. That means the energy is transmitted in the form of one particular achievement, isn't it? So that means whatever the energy we have, that energy we will be converting into some other goal or some other achievement. That's called the continuous, transmutation, perpetual transmutation of energy, which takes place whether you knowing it, whether it is visible or invisible, whether you know it or unknowing it, it will be keep happening in everybody's life, my friends. So please understand. So whatever the energy we have, we'll be transmitting into other level, into the other task or otherwise goal or a particular thing to achieve, whatever it may be in our life, day-to-day life, to achieve the best life, better life, right? Whatever the energy we have it will be keep happening. Try to remember this. Now, the seventh one is law of cause and effect, friends. So this is exactly equal to Newton's third law. For every action, there is a equal and opposite reaction. This we know very well, isn't it? It means if you put some cause, there is definitely an effect. Suppose let's say if I do some action, for that there will be reaction. There will be equal and opposite reaction will be there. Suppose if I put a good effort, then I will be definitely able to get some result, the good result. If I do a bad karma, I'll also get the bad karma, bad results, friends. This is called the law of karma also. Law of cause and effect is also called law of karma siddhanta, right? So we have discussed at length, in the previous sessions. Anyway, you can go through the videos in Mata TV about karma siddhanta or law of karma, otherwise law of cause and effect. Now, so I'm trying to give you the brief of it, everything, every law. So friends, here, so what we need to be very careful is what kind of effort you are putting. So that means what kind of the cause, particularly the cause, whatever the cause you are selecting, isn't it? In fact, the birth what we have taken place on this earth planet also having some cause, right? That causes all that karmas are stored very much in the causal body, karana sarira, friends. That means the part of subconscious mind. So with that only, when we go to the upper world, spirit world, after leaving this physical body, we try to choose so many karmas or so many causes. So because of that cause, because of that karmas, we again reborn on the earth planet in order to go through them, in order to experience all those causes or karmas. Try to understand. So that means if you put some cause, effect will be, of course it will happen. Effect will be, obviously it will happen. It will be happening. That is why cause and effect cannot be separated. So we can't separate. For example, you take one seed, any one seed. So mango seed or a guava seed, whatever it. So in that seed, you don't find the tree, especially, right? If you sow in the ground, what will happen? Slowly, slowly, it will germinate. The moment you germinate, you can find that there is a tree inside it, isn't it? Now, the seed is the cause, the effect is that particular tree, isn't it? Now the tree will grow. Again, it will generate the what it will generate? It will generate the seeds. It will generate the seeds also. It means on the inside the cause there is a effect, and in the effect there is again cause. So they are interdependent or they are not separable. They are inseparable. That means they cannot be separated each other. So that is why cause and effect, they are both are one and the same. Try to understand. This is equal to karma. Karma means, friends, karma means what? Karma means not only the cause, the effect also. It includes both the words within the single word, that is called karma, that is deed, action. So try to understand this. So this is the law of cause and effect, my dear friends. Now, so eighth law. So what is the eighth law? Law of compensation. Friends, the law of compensation is what? What exactly it does is, just now I told you, you reap what you sow. As you sow, so you reap. You reap what you sow. That means in the whatever you sow in the ground, especially these are also connected more or less to the law of cause and effect. So that means especially the law of karma, but specifically it is telling. So whatever you try to, whatever you try to reap, so that's exactly what you are sown in the ground. Similarly, right? So you release some negative thoughts or positive thoughts. It all depends on you. That's what you have done it. That means you have planted a negative thought within you, isn't it? So that negative thought, when you are planted inside, so the similar kind of results you are going to reap, isn't it? So that is how. So what will happen is, so they can have both positive and negative connection, right? And the idea is very close to the tied to that concept of law of attraction again, law of cause and effect also. What you put out is what you receive. It means what you send out, that's what you're going to receive. This is called law of compensation, my dear friends. Law of compensation is whatever you are going to put out, that's what you are going to receive. So, yad bhavam tad bhavati. So, this again, the more or less connected to the law of attraction, law of cause and effect. So, this is also one of the law. Friends. So, now what may appear good to the, what will happen is, what may appear good on surface can really be negative thing. What can appear negative on the surface can be positive thing. Sometimes what happens is, whenever this especially this law of compensation, if you want to understand with respect to what law of attraction, law of cause and effect, there is a small difference which you can understand here. Especially you got some, let's say, you, as per law of attraction, law of cause and effect, you have done some effort, you got some result. So that result looks like, it is negative, but in fact it is good for you sometimes. Even though it is negative, it's good for you. That's called law of compensation. The law of compensation says that though the result is looks like negative for you, on the surface it is negative, but inside for you it is good. Sometimes some results comes, they looks very positive, that they looks very good on the surface, but it is harmful for yourself. Okay, so that's how it works, friends. So for example, so I get success. So if I get very good success, for example, so then my ego will be boosted. In fact, success is good, but if at all that erupts, that causes some ego to hike or ego to spike, then what happened? So that is bad for my soul consciousness. For my soul, as a soul quality, it is very bad, isn't it? So like this, it works, friends. Okay, so that's why this is called law of compensation, right? Law of compensation. Then the other one is law of relativity. What is the law of relativity, friends? So the law of relativity, when you try to understand, is something like that everything is neutral. Everything is neutral means what? So especially is a good or bad, rich or poor, enough or not enough. It's only because of Our perspective is influenced by our personal experience and relationships. Okay, it's not like everything is neutral, whether it's a good or bad, or rich or poor, enough or not enough. So all this is, we label them. We label them. We try to relate that with our own mind. We are trying to relate it like that. Otherwise, everything is same. Everything is normal. Everything is a neutral. So that means the law of relativity states that everything is neutral. There's nothing specific, there's nothing great, nothing inferior, nothing superior. These are all experiences, basically. Sometimes, no, sometimes we are poor, we are rich, or sometimes it's good or bad, enough or not enough. All are one and the same. If you look at the perspective of the good perspective or real perspective, true perspective. But we try to relate them with our own mind's perspective, then we suffer, right? Then we suffer, we start suffering. Why it happened to me? Why I'm rich? Why I'm poor always? Why I'm not in a good condition all the time? So why these bad things are happening to me? We try to relate to with your own perspective. You are going on relating. That is the problem. Actually, in fact, in the universe, there is nothing like that. The law of relativity always states that everything is neutral. Everything is just neutral. Nothing. There is no great effect. There is no less effect. That's what you understand. Now, the law of polarity, friends. Law of polarity states that everything is an opposite, and the existence these opposite is so vital in helping us to gain a deeper perspective of our own lives, friends. So if you try to understand, there are two polarities always: happiness and unhappiness, is it? So darkness and lightness, that is day and night. And so like this, every situation, if you see, there are two situations. They are having two polarities. So two polarities means plus and negative, negative and positive, isn't it? So likewise, in everybody's life, this is very common. It will be keep happening. So there is no surprise. The law of polarity is always there. You need to understand. Suppose if night passes, day will come. If day passes, night will come. If the good situation comes, obviously that also pass, and then bad situation is bound to happen. We should never think that I will have always good situations in my life. I will have always successes in my life. I will have always failures in my life. No, there will be another polarity always. It will be waiting for us. It will be waiting for us to experience. Only a matter of time, friends. This is called law of polarity, right? So law of rhythm. 11th one is law of rhythm. It states that everything comes in cycles. Nothing stays in one state forever, friends. So whatever is happening in our life, right? Everything comes and goes. Okay, nothing stays permanently. It comes in cycles. Okay, it comes in cycles. In one rhythm, it comes and goes, and again it come back. Okay, so that's what we need to understand. This is mostly easily you can see the changing of seasons. For example, so the summer will come. After that, then winter will come. After summer, rain will start. After rain, winter will come. After winter, again summer will come. So this is how the seasons are changing, isn't it? So similarly, everything comes in one cycle. Okay. So in our life also, so many situations, it happens like that. It happens now, then it will go off, then again we'll come back again to the same, isn't it? So this is how it happens. Nothing is as such, nothing is permanent. Everything will be keep changing. You don't worry about it. Even we get a bad situation, so like a failures, we are getting continuous failures. Don't worry, that will pass through. That's in a cycle. You are in the cycle. So that will pass through. Then you go to the good success. Then you go to the lower success, middle success. You keep rotating in that cycle. That's a law of rhythm state. Law of rhythm, it says like that, friends. Finally, law of gender. My dear friends, law of gender states that there are two types of energy: masculine energy and feminine energy in this universe. In order to live a fulfilling life, joyful and purposeful driven life, we must achieve the balance between these two energies. That means whatever masculine energy or feminine energy, both are required within every human being. See, for example, a masculine energy, what it does actually, it will be trying to achieve something, doing something for the family. Feminine energy, what it does, it always like it's a nature of surrendering, allowing, and also just being loving, right? That's a feminine energy. But both are required, isn't it? Both are very much required. So we cannot say that this is good, that is bad, this is worst, or that is bad. Only thing is we need to find a balance between these two. Then our life will be beautiful and blissful, my dear friends. Okay. So thank you, friends. So thank you so much. Dhanyavad to all of you for listening till now. So it's a great concept of the 12 laws of universe which govern our day-to-day life. Thank you so much. So with a short of time, we went very fast. So we can discuss later in some other time. So each and every law in a more detailed way, each and every law we can talk minimum half an hour. They know half an hour we can easily talk, but because of lack of time, anybody want to ask questions, you can unmute. I have unmuted, given the option to all of you. Please unmute and talk. Either your experience or you can ask questions. Right. Hope you understand these 12 universal laws. Yes or no? No, yes, no, nothing is coming. No answer is coming. Are you all wakeful? Any doubt on that? Hope you're all wakeful, isn't it? Right. Yes. Manojji, go ahead.
There is no doubt, but yeah, everything whatever you are giving the wisdom, that is actually required for every day of life.
Yeah.
Today you are given the 12 laws, that is also required. Yesterday also you have given something. Every day that is required. Even though why we are doing the meditation, like it is just for the
Meditation is
peaceful or calmness, or like
yeah.
to rethink of.
Meditation to acquire the energy. It's like are you going to recharge the battery every day? Telephone, I mean your mobile battery. We need to recharge, isn't it? Though it has got a lot of good software inside, a lot of applications and apps, all these things, but it doesn't work anymore without the energy. So that energy support you get from sleep, but it's not adequate nowadays. Whatever we receive the energy in the sleep, it is not adequate. It is not sufficient. So hence, if you go into the meditation, if you plug in yourself into the so-called socket of meditation, your breath is actually something like a plug. You have to, you plug in with the breath. It means your thought, and it's like the breath and your thought. They have to be connected. They have to be just interconnected. Your thought must be just connected to the breath, nothing else. If you just connect these two, then the energy pour down. The energy flows down inside like that. So then it will recharge you. It will keep you upright. It will keep you energetic, balanced, peaceful. Without energy, you are imbalanced. Without energy, you are non-peaceful, isn't it? So that is the purpose of meditation. And whenever you have peace, whenever you have clarity in the mind, you have a lot of awareness, then you can learn anything in this world. You can grasp in no time. See, if you are not attentive, let me tell you just in a simple terms, you are not attentive to my lecture. Though I speak, hours together also. At the end, what happened? No result. You won't perceive anything. The reason is you are not attentive, you are not living in the present moment. Your mind is somewhere else. You are physically present, but your mind is thinking about so many other things outside. Then what is the use of it? So that kind of turbulence will be avoided perfectly by if you are a practitioner of meditation. You'll achieve the balance, you'll achieve the mindfulness, you'll achieve the great energy, you'll achieve the peace of mind, stability, productivity, efficiency, whatnot, everything. The greatest, tremendous thought power. So which will manifest anything, whatever you think, it will happen. Because you are a practitioner, perfectionist in the thought power. That is only possible for a regular practice of meditation. Nobody else can do that. Okay, all these successful people, I'm telling you, whether they do meditation or not, I don't mind. So they don't, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't know, they don't do. And some people know it, some people don't know it, even successful people. But they are very much, they are very much focused. They are very much, especially they are very sharp in thought power. They keep their thought like, a laser beam. How the laser beam won't cut anything, right? Isn't it? So they keep their thought such a way that it won't cut whatever they think, it won't cut. That's how you can maintain. But that can be maintained in any format. You can maintain any format. For example, you are doing regular chanting, mantra chanting, mantra chanting, mantra chanting. It will raise your concentration levels and memory power. That also does. But there is no self-realization. you are lacking of something called self-realization. In mantra chanting, there is a very less chance to go to the self-realization state. Okay. Hope you understand. Thank you. So yes, friends, any more questions? Now we'll be closing the session now. So I think Manoj is only asking questions. I don't know why other people are not asking questions. Huh? Everybody must show interest and try to ask the questions, try to express yourself. Okay. So thank you so much, friends. We'll meet tomorrow again with a different concept. And friends, especially the small announcement. Yes, tomorrow is actually we declared as a holiday because of the Mahasivaratri. But one thing is very important. Everybody try to attend, must attend 9 to 12 o'clock, the music meditation, 9 to 12, 3 hours continuous meditation on the occasion of Mahasivaratri. We will be giving you the lecture for first half an hour. The guidance will be there in English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu. So in all languages, we'll be talking on the significance of Mahasivaratri, number one. Number two, from 9:20 or 9:30, it starts the continuous meditation. There is no break. Okay. Continuous meditation of 2.5 hours, right? So that will be wonderful. And you can take a greatest experience on the Sivaratri night tomorrow. Okay. So I welcome you, all of you, to attend this the special Sivaratri meditation tomorrow, Mahasivaratri meditation. So welcome you all once again on this occasion. I'm trying to invite everybody. Please attend without failure. Thank you so much. Namaste. Dhanyawad to all of you.